If you don't subscribe, this rosy maple moth might give you a visit. The First World War was a horror of gas, industrialized slaughter fear, and appalling human suffering. This war was one of the great warsheds of 20th century's geopolitical history. The conflict was virtually unprecedented in slaughter, carnage, and destruction it caused. In this episode, we have some fascinating photos of the Great War. Please let me know your thoughts in the wild comment section. Let's get started. French troops wearing an early form of gas mask in the trenches during the Second Battle of Ypres. This was during Germany's first mass use of poison gas on the Western Front. French soldiers take advantage of a peaceful moment on the Western Front to have a meal, complete with flowers and a bottle of wine. View of Verdun after 8 months of bombing, September 1916. The Battle of Verdun was grisly. According to one French soldier whose unit was bombarded by a German artillery attack, the horrors were unimaginable. He said, "I arrived with 175 men, I left with 34, several half mad, not replying anymore when I spoke to them." Workers amid rows and rows of shells in a large warehouse at the National Filling Factory in the former village of Chilwell. The facility was a UK-owned explosive filling factory. Canadian soldiers with burns caused by mustard gas. Soldiers playing football in no man's land during the Christmas truce, a series of unofficial ceasefire along the Western Front of the First World War around Christmas 1914. A unit of German soldiers during the First World War, with young Adolf Hitler supposedly on the left. Soldiers of the Royal Irish Rifles, an infantry regiment of the British Army, rest during the beginning hours of the Battle of Somme. Besides the First World War, the regiment also served in the Second World War, the Korean War, and the Second Boer War. A sentry in the trenches looking through an improvised periscope at the Somme. British 55th Division troops blinded by tear gas await treatment at an advanced dressing station near Verdun during the Battle of Ypres on April 10, 1918. A skull, dubbed the Crown Prince, served as a nighttime point of reference for soldiers fighting in the Battle of Verdun. By the way, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and hit the like button if you like this video. Two US soldiers wear gas masks while walking through plumes of smoke. Whereas poison gas was responsible for less than 1% of deaths during the war, the new chemical warfare created a psychological terror that had never been known before. War cinema crew working on the Western Front. Zeppelin crashing off the coast of Norway. Soldiers from Senegal, serving in the French army as infantrymen, pictured in a rare moment of rest. French soldiers worked together to camouflage a 370 railway gun before battle. A group of Swiss border guards posed behind a fence separating Switzerland and France. Wounded soldiers after the recapture of Fort Vaux during the Battle of Verdun. The battle lasted 303 days in 1916. Thousands of German soldiers arriving at a prisoner of war camp. Delegates of Germany and the Allies signed the Treaty of Versailles in the former palace's famous Hall of Mirrors. The treaty brought an end to the First World War on June 28, 1919. "This is a war to end all wars" is one of the more famous quotes widely associated with the carnage of the World War I. It was made famous by the President Woodrow Wilson, but he was not the first one to use it. The British futurist writer and social commentator H.G. Wells invented the phrase in his article, "The War That Will End War," which was published in the Daily News on August 14, 1914, predicting that it would be the last war of its kind. He was of course gravely mistaken.